welcome to our channel. This is Science Lectures 256. Please, thanks for being with us. Consider subscribing, comment in the comment section, and like our videos. You can also follow us on our Twitter handle, formerly X, formerly known as Twitter. You can follow us at Science Lectures 256. It will be our privilege, please. So today we are still continuing with our Kingdom Monera, and we are currently looking at bacteria. And we want to look today at to dive into the ways of dealing with bacteria. So we want to know how to deal with bacteria. We know bacteria are both important, they are both useful, and they can as well be of danger to humans. So why do we need to deal with bacteria? At times we know bacteria can cause what we call spoilage. Spoilage, for example, spoilage of food spoilage. So imagine you want to prevent spoilage of food. How would you deal with the bacteria? Some bacteria like, for example, Salmonella typhi, then even some other bacteria, for example, Clostridium, botulinum. So like Clostridium, botulinum. This one causes food poisoning. The one that causes food poisoning. So if you want to deal with this bacteria, we want to look at how do we manage to deal with such bacteria, because they can at times be harmful with our products. So number one way of dealing with bacteria, we can do freezing. We can do some degree of what we call freezing. Freezing is where we'll have all the water within a substance, crystallized. So crystallize all the water within a substance. Let's say we are having a piece of meat. We are having a tissue, tissue. Then this tissue, we'll freeze it. We'll make sure that all the water in this tissue becomes crystallized. So they become crystals of water. So freezing helps to, most importantly, freezing can kill bacteria, can kill certain bacteria, and they will die off. So we can apply freezing as a way of dealing with such bacteria. Then another method we can use is refrigeration. And refrigeration will expose the substance we want to freeze to undergo refrigeration to low temperatures. So we'll expose this substance to low temperatures that at around 0, let's say 0 to 5 degrees Celsius there. However, this refrigeration makes the bacteria dormant. Will make this bacteria dormant. Freezing kills this bacteria. Refrigeration will make the bacteria dormant. So which another way we can apply to deal with the bacteria? Pasteurization. In pasteurization, we'll heat the substance at temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius. In other words, the temperatures below the boiling point of water. So we do pasteurization. You very well know that pasteurization was introduced by the famous scientist called Louis Pasteur. As a method of sterilization. And this method of sterilization led to disapproval. So this scientist, Louis Pasteur, his theory disputed or disapproved what is commonly known as the theory of spontaneous generation. Because sterilization was shown to be effective in eliminating microorganisms like bacteria. So we can deal with bacteria using freezing, refrigeration, pasteurization. Then we can also do what we call canning. This is where we'll have tins or cans and we store the food there. We make sure, this method makes sure that food is free from any contaminants like bacteria, free from any bacteria contaminating this food. Then also, as a method of dealing with bacteria, we can apply salting, where we provide salt, where we sprinkle salt around the substance we want to eliminate the bacteria. For example, a piece of meat, or we can have fish. We can use it on fish. We can use it on meat, and we sprinkle the salt around the piece of meat or fish. This helps to kill the bacteria. Why? Because if you're to remember our cell biology, if this is the bacteria cell, and we sprinkle salt around the bacterial cell, the salt has a higher concentration the salt will have a higher concentration as compared to the cytoplasm, of the cell. So this salt will withdraw water from the bacterial cell, and the cells will end up dying. So this is how salting will help us to deal with this bacteria. Then we can apply preservatives as another way. Preservatives. For example, we can apply a natural preservative called cinnamon. Then we can apply artificial preservatives like sodium benzoate. However, sodium benzoate requires some degree of expertise, so we need experts if we are to use a preservative like sodium benzoate. Then another method we can apply to deal with this bacteria is smoking. So we can do some smoking, like in fish and meat. Can smoke fish and meat in order to eliminate this bacteria, remove bacteria. Then most importantly, another method we can use also to deal with bacteria is dehydration. Dehydration ensures that the substance we are preserving or the substance we are dealing with, let it be a piece of meat or fish, contains literally no water. So we eliminate the water from this substance. Why? Because water is required by bacteria as a raw material for bacterial growth. So for bacteria to grow very well, they require water. If you dehydrate something and deplete it of water, this bacteria won't grow. So these are some of the ways in which we can deal with bacteria. We can do freezing, we can do refrigeration, but there is a distinction, a big difference between freezing and refrigeration. Freezing is much more effective as compared to refrigeration. We can do pasteurization. However, pasteurization, we heat at a temperature less than the boiling point of water. Then we can do canning that protects the substance from bacteria. We can do salting. We can apply preservatives. We can smoke and dehydrate. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed.